this movie makes me question my choices in life, how I view the world. And also, is this the kind of entertainment that everyone wants? Well then, who should I beat up? If you know me from previous videos, you know I do not fare well with blood and violence. Then you might be asking, Myra, why do you even talk about this movie right now? Easy. The actors consist of mostly Indonesian, the directors is Indonesian, and the movie is shot in Indonesia even though it has an international quality. It's been in official selections in the several movie festivals including Toronto International Film Festival, Busan Film Festival, Litbang Festival, I do not know how to pronounce that, and a bunch of others. And I love my country, so even though the genre is not something I personally prefer, I will endure the cringing and the flinching to get through this movie and eventually tell you about it, which I did. Now, time to review, and even though I might be very bad at this, I am still one proud Indonesian, so let go. The movie begins oddly with the story of our villain. There's a lot of gunfights involved leading to the villain escaped. Then the scene moves to our main guy who was laying on a hospital bed in the care of a beautiful daughter who is really curious about who he is. Then everything went downhill when the man's past got discovered, and I won't delve into much more details, not because it is complicated, but because it is pretty much predictable. Also, I think people aren't watching for the storyline, they actually watch for the action, which is really great. First reaction, why the heck do they have gunfight in the first scene? I mean, I know that this is an action movie, but that scene is almost unnecessary, I think. It's not bad, but it is just very over the top. I squint my eyes a lot in this one, but thankfully it got better as the movie progressed. To be honest, the champion of this movie is really the action sequence. Like, I'm not a fan to all of it, but I have to say that the camera angles that they have really makes the scene pops. The camera angles really make the scenes pops, and it was very interesting to watch. And even though, like I said, this is not my favorite genre, because of that, I just still want to watch more and more and more and more, regardless of how many I cringe and flinch throughout the movie. But that doesn't disregard the story either. Even though I said it was pretty predictable, it has some touching moments, some cliche, which is pretty classic for Indonesian movies, and some is pretty awesome. Okay, a lot of awesome. Violence is apparently a necessity, so I just have to endure it. What I love the most is actually the last fighting scene, which is actually less gruesome, less blood, and less gore, but it's much more engaging. The drama has built up to that very occasion, not to mention how the actors can portray their feelings rather greatly. That scene, even though it's long, it's gorgeous. I didn't flinch even once because I was so transfixed to the beauty of it and basically forgives all of that odd, weird action scenes that happened before because it was that good. Not a big fan, I mean, not really into the ending, the very ending, because it was lovey-dovey and sweet and, you know, doesn't really match the theme of the movie, but it does sums up the movie quite good. Now let's move on to the actors and actresses. First, of course, is the main lead named Ishmael, is played by an actor called Iko Uwais. He's a well-known Indonesian artist that plays international worthy Indonesian movies such as The Raid 2, and he even got a small part in the Star Wars The Force Awakens, which is only lasts like 3 minutes before he got killed by a monster. I think. I won't say any lie to you that I've watched The Raid because I haven't, but I think I will make a movie review out of it once I do have the chance to watch it. But a friend of mine said that this action sequence is similar to the ones that I have in that movie, so if you do like The Raid, I think you will enjoy this movie too. He's not only an actor, but he's also an action choreographer in that movie and The Raid as well, so he's a man of many talents. All of them are worthy of international careers, so I do have high hopes for him. Some of the action sequences in this movie are unnecessary, like I said, but it got interesting thanks to him. There are also a few of international actors here, such as Sunny Pak, who plays the main antagonist, and his name is Lee in this movie. For me, as a villain, he's not all that scary. He reminds me of a sinister looking ako, as we say it here, you know, maybe selling merchandise in some kind of store and being very annoying about it. He has the eyes and smile for it. Even though the storyline makes him very scary and menacing, he's not all that scary to me. I don't know why. That doesn't mean he doesn't do a great job playing his role. I can tell that he's trying his very best and he's very convincing in certain moments, just not all of them. However, props to him to be able to do that last fighting sequence. Another person that I want to talk about is Chelsea Islan, who plays the main protagonist female named Dr. something. Shoot, I don't remember her name. I'm sorry. This is just my opinions, but perhaps she was picked as the protagonist female role because it's what she's good at. I've seen her in a lot of things like Tons of Ass and countless movies, and she's actually a lead here in a TV series in Indonesia. The thing is, I'm afraid that she's just there to beautify the movie instead of actually adding value. I don't know, it's just how I've seen her in this movie, so I really do need a second opinion. What do you think about her in this movie? Because it could be because of the script or the storyline, but she doesn't really pops out in this movie. She's not a horrible actress, she's actually pretty good. But the thought that I'm talking to you guys before, it still hangs in the air for me. It's just my opinion. Bottom line is, should you watch this movie? I would recommend it 100%. Yes, you should watch this movie. And I'm not just saying this because I'm an Indonesian proud and wants to promote Indonesian movie to a much broader audience, but this is actually a good action movie. Just keep in mind that this is rated R and has a lot of violence and blood, so don't take your kids or anyone younger to see this movie, because it would not fit them. But for those of you who is age appropriate and want to see some blood and bones flying, then this movie is for you. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe because you know it doesn't hurt. Do follow me on my social, which is Facebook and Instagram. You can find the links down below. And you know what? Just be happy with your life. You deserve it. That's some random advice for you. I hope it works. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.